All right, day 2. Yesterday was the first day of the vlog. We started a beat. Actually, I've called it Recognize. As you can see up here, I know Party Next Door, Drake. It's just what came to me, okay? It sounded like a Recognize. So I think the way I'm going to do this is we're going to go from song to song to song. Like, we're going to go start to finish on a song. Like, what I've done every time in the past is made a bunch of beats and then kind of like come back to them. And like, if I was releasing singles, I would make like 8 or 10 beats, and then I would come back and be like, oh, you know, that's a good beat. Let's make a song out of it. I'm going to challenge myself to try to make a hit each of these songs. So with this recognized beat, I think what we're going to do is just dive right in and try to finish it. And, you know, if I start recording vocals and I feel like it needs something else, I'll go back in and add to it. But I won't move on until I finish the song. Let's go to the drums. I added this second snare. I think I cut that out of the video. But there's a little bit of a... There's a little tiny slice of a snare right before the actual snare. It's a different snare, but... This 808 has a harmonic quality that I actually don't love. So we'll see what we want to do with that. And then I'm going to turn my session down just because it's clipping. Let's just turn it down a little bit. God, it is... Is it the snare? It's the drums for sure. Okay, I gotta label these, but one other tip that I really want to give out is stereo panning. Most, especially novice producers, only know about a left and a right. If you take a look at my panning knobs here, I'm gonna open this up because I'm actually gonna change the panning. And forgive me if you already know what this is, but select split. If you're in Ableton, it's select split stereo pan mode, the top one here, and it will split your pan into like 2 separate knobs. So what happens is every sound that's balanced has like, that's a stereo sound, meaning there's a left and a right channel. Every sound that has a left and a right channel will have a certain amount of left and a certain amount of right. And sometimes you feel like there's too much in the left ear. Maybe there's too much in the right ear. And what you want to do is you want to take the contents that are on the left side, which might not be the same as the right side, and you want to bring it over. Let's take the auto pan off because that might be messing with me. Nope, it's definitely not. There's way too much on the left, in the left channel, so I'm gonna just bring it over to the right a little bit. And that right side is a little too far to the right, so I just want to bring it in. The left side's more dominant. Okay, I like that. We're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna do a little tempo change. And we're gonna add a filter. We're gonna add a filter to all the drums, bro. This is gonna be actually kind of... I like that one. I actually like that one. The thing about reversing sounds, especially drums in particular, is that you have to drag the drums if you reverse them, because hats hit right on where the transient should hit, at the corner, right on the beat. So here, now that I've reversed it, it is hitting on the other side. And so you just have to reverse it. You just have to drag it and so that it's not doing that. I mess with that, bro. I mess with it. Like, honestly, I do. I want to put in beeps. Dude, don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. I will be putting in beeps. They really don't want a young white man to win, do they? Yeah, way better. All right, honestly, I have no idea where I'm going to go with this, but the beat is pretty much done, minus maybe a couple things I have to add, really small stuff. The good thing about my process is I kind of mix as I go. So we're going to throw vocals on this. Yeah, we're going to go to the gym. I'll be right back. I think we're going to end the era of the choosy, kind of picky artist. I don't know. I just feel like with this process, if I'm putting time and energy into a beat or a song, like, I'm going to put it out. Especially in this era of TikTok where, like, you want to put out a song every other week, or like you always want to be teasing new content, you always want to be feeding the algorithm in some way. You know, I don't really want to let any songs go dormant. I don't want to shelf anything. End up making the song and it just kind of sucks. I don't know. Do I rework it until I like it, or do I just move on to the next one? So that might be like kind of a heads up decision. So I'm not saying I'm going to drop everything that I work on, but that'll kind of be the goal, especially as people start following this. I want people to, like, if someone's sitting in the comments and they really want the beat that I'm working on to come out, like, I say feed it to them. All right. I want to show you my sauna protocol because it's actually pretty advanced, okay? So check this out. Sauna is on full blast. It says that it goes to 180. I bet with my techniques it gets a little hotter. So what I have here is a typical Finnish sauna. And man, I'm so lucky to have this in my apartment complex. But this is just a bowl I took from my kitchen, and I've got warm water and essential oils in there, and what it does is it evaporates out and it makes you feel calm while you're doing your sauna. What you do, and I got to make sure I don't scald myself while I do this, but this is boiling water, okay? And you're just going to take this boiling water, right? And you got to be really careful. It doesn't have to be boiling, it just has to be hot enough so that you're not cooling down the rocks, okay? So here we go, and just throughout my sauna session, I'm only in here for like maybe 20 minutes, 30 at the most, okay? And I'm just really being careful because it does splash a little bit. And what this does is it just humidifies the room, and to the point where I'm gonna have to turn the camera off and get my phone out of here, because it's actually my phone will actually stop working. See how it's fogging up the lens. All right, cool, we're back. So back, okay? Yeah, I mess with it. All right. I'm getting a fucking phone call right now. Benjamin. I'm filming my I'm filming my vlog day 2, and I thought this phone call would turn off my phone, which I'm using to film, but it so didn't, and so we're good, baby. I actually kind of have to go. Okay, dude, I appreciate you working on that. All right, I'll keep checking the page. Good, feel good. Such a blessing. All right, bro. Catch you later. All right, so that was Benjamin. That was my friend Ben. We just dropped an album last month, and we've been trying to figure out why we can't find the music on YouTube Shorts. And of course, it comes down to a DistroKid issue. And we were seething about it for weeks, and we finally figured it out. It was actually really simple. We're stupid. So, back to the vlog. She wanna get political. What's your limit, baby? It's difficult. I'm like, what's a different lady? All right, camera died. Phone died. Which is totally my fault. Anyway, I was writing lyrics, so you can see we kind of have a chorus here. I might actually change it a little bit, but here's what we have so far. I actually recorded it while the vlog was not rolling, but here's what we have. I never feel the pressure anymore. Like I'm in outer space. She wanted for 5, I'm doing 4. She on a power play, fighting on my ice is on the floor. I go recalibrate. She up in her prescription for 4. So what's your limit, baby?